Hey there everyone, and welcome to another tutorial video. I've been asked this question a lot on how to convert mods from different versions. As you know, Euro Truck Simulator 2 has a lot of different versions, and they make significant changes in most of them. The reason why I haven't done this before is because the changes weren't significant enough for the mods not work. For example, from 1.27 to 1.30, the changes were slight, and most of the coaches that you play, most of the mods that you play from 1.27 will work until 1.30. But for 1.31, the changes are significant. The coaches from 1.30 won't even show up in 1.31. So for this video, the code I'm going to use to convert from 1.30 to 1.31 is going to be Laxana SR3. Alright, so let's start. First of all, you need to extract the coach just like every other. This takes a while. And done. Once you extract it, the coach will look like this. Now, the main changes for 1.31 are in a truck dealer and in a chassis. In truck dealer, they've changed the dealer from Mercedes here. So you just open it with Notepad here. So now that you've opened it, this 1.30 version truck dealer appears in the list. This number 2 being the second truck in the list. But then they've changed it in 1.31 into being an individual item. So in order to change it, you must put a space over there and write S I N unit, like this. Now, to make sure that you're typed correct, you can actually check this in any other item, like for example this mirror over here. If you open it, there, so it says SIN unit. Actually, I've made a bit of a mistake there. So as you can see, there, every single item in this game has the same unit, and then you need a space and a curl brace to start with, and in the end put another space and another curl brace. So there, now the truck will show up, the bus will show up in the game in Mercedes, and then you save it and you're good. Okay, so we've changed this one here for a truck dealer, and you're going to do the same for truck dealer 2, except we can just now copy this Mercedes and go to truck dealer UK and paste it here, because it's basically the same file. There. Now the truck will show up, but then we need another change for it to actually work, because now the truck won't really, the steering wheel won't work, and the truck won't move at all. So they've made another change in chassis. So you edit with Notepad again, and once you open the chassis, you can see that the only changes that they will make is in these power wheels. In 1.30, they've already changed the power wheel to a power axle, but then it still works, but then for 1.31 it won't. Now, in order to do this, you need to change the power wheels to power axles. I know as there are only 2 axles, you need to delete the other 2, like this, and change this wheel to axle, there. And do the same for the second one, wheel to axle. Now, when this says false, it means that the wheel will move freely. So for powered axle 0, it means the front 2 wheels, you want them to move, right? So keep them false. But for the second one, the number 1 power axle, you need to change it to true, so that it won't move. It will just power the coach or the truck that you're changing. For this, you don't really need to change anything. This is just basically just telling you which wheel it is, or axle. You can basically just change this to a front axle and a rear axle if you want. But this is just an additional comment, so you don't really need to change it at all. Excellent. There you go. And then you save it, and that's it. So these are the only 2 changes for 1.31, and now the truck will show up in 1.31 and it will work. So remember, just change, just add this line here, SIIN unit, and the curled braces, and change the power wheels to powered axles. And there, once you've done that, now you can just turn it back into an archive, change it to SCS, and wait for it to be done. There. Then you just basically copy it and paste it back in mod, and replace it, of course. There. And delete the folder. And there, you've changed the wax analyzer 3 from 1.30 to 1.31. That's a tutorial. If you enjoyed it or found it useful, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.